where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and you know we got Music Monday as well, where of course we take a break from sneakers and just kind of talk about music. But tonight it's sold out, and we talking that sneaker talk tonight, man. So pretty much tonight's topic, I'm only gonna be on this joint for like an hour, of course. I want to say too, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. I do have the link pinned at the top of the comment section, and it's free to sign up. Where, of course, you know, again, we continue a lot of sneaker talk over there. We also got a food section, a sports section, you name it, right? Okay. And of course, anyway, you guys, if I don't get back to you fast in the comment section about certain releases and stuff like that, it's most likely already posted inside the Discord, right? Okay. So pretty much it's free to sign up. And yeah, it's just a community we're trying to build back, right? Okay. But tonight's topic, man, I didn't know this, and I kind of just threw this on at the tail end. Pause. Pretty much the Container Store had filed for bankruptcy back in December of 2024. I think they're officially out of it. So I think what happened was actually even triggered this topic for me in the first place. I was reading through the comment sections today, and somebody's like, yo, where you get your drop from? Like, I haven't made a video about it, but you know, it was years ago, to be fair, and I don't mind responding, and they could just be new to the channel. Anyway, so I went to look it up real quick, because I do have a link that I like to give people that want to cop the joints or what have you. So I went and looked, and then I was like, for some strange reason, it popped up in Google, like, yeah, the Container Store is officially out of bankruptcy or XYZ. And I'm like, what? When did they hit? You know what I mean? So I went down that rabbit hole real quick, and pretty much that brought on that topic. So we're going to start there. And of course, we're going to talk the footwear sales. They dip, but I feel like the sneaker hype is still technically there. I mean, if you look at what we showed out for the undefeateds last week, and I know people's pairs have been making it into their hands slowly but surely. So I'm just going to say be patient with that, of course, because I mean, a lot of people got the was able to cop through the raffle. But you got to also be like probably the amount of people they got working in the box and ship that stuff out compared to how many people hit is outnumbered each and every time, dog. So be a little bit patient. I mean, you can't expect them to work 24/7 around the clock. They got to take breaks. They got to get off too and go at it the next day. And it's probably exhausting, but I'm pretty sure they have some system together. I hope so. Just be patient. Your shoes will be there. So we're going to talk a little bit of that, a little bit of tariff talk, and then I'll close out slightly with Ralph Lauren. Apparently, they've been doing pretty good. Y'all know that's my favorite brand of all time. So when I saw that, that was really going to be my original topic, was pretty much footwear sales and tariff talks, and then also we're going to be talking Ralph Lauren, and then I saw the Container Store joint. So I'm going to start there because that one I really am intrigued to know what the hell happened. Now, if you guys don't know about the Container Store, a lot of people who collect sneakers like to have the drop front shoe cases, but this is where they were, you know what I mean? And we just opened up a new one closer to me. Like, there's always been physical stores in my area, but they even opened up one that's even closer to me. So I thought they were doing good, which they may be on the up and up. I haven't really done the research yet or read it yet. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about that tonight. That's why I want to make sure that I start on time, because I know how an hour can get away from you, no problem. And then, of course, we're going to talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases, but nothing major on the radar, man. And this week, I feel like we did get a few drops, but nothing like crazy, right? Okay, so we'll be talking a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases, and then we will wrapping this thing up here for tonight, man. Let me touch the chat, see what we got in the building. Of course, as always, you guys let me know if visual and audio is okay, because it's looking good on my end, but just want to make sure everything is good for you guys as well. Let's see, we got Long Beach Joe Jets in the building, says salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? What up, what up, what up, what up? Devon says, what up, what up, what up, Devon? I saw you at the sneaker con, dog. That's what's up. Making big moves, dog. Did you cop anything is my question. The sneaker con. Did you cop anything, or was it what they call them? The Labubu joints, right? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. Did you cop anything? Let me know. Let us know in the Discord for real if you copped anything. If you did, post that joint. Let's see. Long Beach Joe Jet says, let's get it. He says, what? Damn. Okay, that's what's up. Yep. I'm so serious, dog. I didn't know. I really didn't know. But I think they're back on the up and up. But I mean, let's just keep it 100, man. That's why I've been covering the tariffs so much, because it's affecting not just us, it's affecting everybody. And I've said this from day one. And when I talk to my family members at the days we talk, I say this, right? Everybody, whether we realize it or not, we all kind of really help each other indirectly, whether we realize it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to work, I go to work, you get money, you spend money, but you're going to spend it in the back of the community so other people can pay their bills. It's really, if you think about it, to sum it up real quick, it's really nothing but a cycle out here. So if majority of the people are doing bad, we all going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? People got to spend more wisely, or hell, we just ain't got it sometimes. You know, people are going to fall short. So that's why it's important you pay attention to what, you know, you put on the ballot. I'm not going to go into politics or anything like that. And make sure you're trying to get somebody that's in your best interest as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you who or what to vote for, and I'm not going to even attempt to go down that rabbit hole. But here we are with a whole bunch of changes. And as you can see, but even if you think about it, though, if they filed for bankruptcy back in December, this was something way before the new stuff, you know, that came in. You know what I'm saying? There's something that had to be brewing already. You know what I mean? But I think they're back up, which is weird, though. To me, I've always said the Container Stores, those stores are very big. But I'm like, dog, I mean, I get the drop front shoe cases joints, and a lot of us do, but I mean, they sell a lot of other stuff like that, but I mean, I don't know. I've never bought anything else in there other than that. Even though they have, like, to me, it's like a do-it-yourself type of store, you know what I'm saying? A space saver type of store is what it's supposed to be like, is what I get from it. They're always cool and interesting when I go in there, even though I don't hang out, and they were cool with me vlogging and everything in there. So, I mean, I have no ill will about Container Store at all, you know? Where we at? Slayer in the building says, what's Gucci, everybody? What up? What up, Slayer? Let's see. Devon says, what's good, Slayer and Joe Jet? Salute. Slayer says, Devon with the praying hand, or with the rising hands, 100. Devon says, just a t-shirt. Okay, that's what's up. I mean, hey, at least you didn't leave empty-handed, because that probably would have been me. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all my experience when I went through that jank. He says, I didn't see no kicks that caught my interest. Okay, yeah. I mean, you kind of been copping everything too already. That's another thing too for a person who actively cops and you're constantly staying on the grind of, making sure your sneakers are right. When you do go to a sneaker con, you really are probably looking for, not necessarily looking, but you're not there for the stuff that you already can cop. To me, sneaker con is about, at least what I thought it was about back in the day, is sneakerheads getting together and we seeing some of the rare sneakers and seeing how we can make deals. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Slayer says, vote for Polo 100. They don't want me in that chair, boy. They don't. Let's see. Devon says, I don't cop every single thing. I mean, yeah, nobody does. Of course, you're selective. I'm selective. I just meant in general. Like when you go to sneaker con, dog. To me, I'm looking. I want some heat. You know what I mean? That's my thing. But I really wish they would kind of take it back to make it more eventful versus a whole bunch of people standing around trying to still sell sneakers and products. Man, I mean that's cool, but I feel like all the other cons, and I put in quotations here, like a good example, I would say like the comic cons, their shit look like it ain't all about, I know they probably sell stuff and spend money, but I feel like they have way more active events than the sneaker con. Now, sneaker con used to have that, man. I mean, they could do a little bit better than rolling out the carpet to entice me more than some like, hey, come see all these sneakers that, if you want to pay over $1,000 for or not. You know what I mean? And question, oh, we got the authentic, they got it. It just needs to be tweaked. And that's why low key, I would like to still do my own event at one day. That's the goal. Let's see. Ron says, I see people still buying foam runners. I mean, it's still a dope shoe. I mean, the slides, I'm still rocking my Yeezy slides like every day. You know what I'm saying? Even though my weekly sneaker rotation says different. Only time I really, if I step outside this house and I'm like, if I'm about to walk to the mailbox, I'm literally just going to have on the slides. You know what I'm saying? My foams, I used to wear them a lot, but I haven't rocked them joints in a minute, to be honest. It's not in that they're not even comfortable. I just haven't put them on in a minute. And I still got them. I be forgetting I got them for real. Devon Photo says, those Nigels are everywhere. The Jordan 1 joints, the lows, or the brick by bricks? Let's see. Devon says, Nigel also had an event in the city giving out his shoes to McDonald's employees. Yeah. So I did watch, I watched the Nigel interview on the Breakfast Club, and that joint actually was pretty dope. I didn't get to finish it, but I watched majority of it, and I say all that to say, I remember when he said he's partnered with McDonald's now, but I think I'm not gonna say sponsor, but I think they got some type of deal going on. But at the same time, ironically, he used to work there. He used to work at McDonald's. Not probably the one he's giving out sneakers at. I mean, I don't know about that part, but he used to work at a McDonald's, right? He used to work for McDonald's. So that probably made sense, you know what I mean? I got to give credit where credit to due for Nigel. Like, ironically, I like his story. I just am being a little too tough on the sneakers. Now, I have looked at the Jordan 1 Nigels, the low joints, and I will say this. You said the lows are everywhere. Honestly, I don't hate them. I know they're coming with extra set of laces. I just wish they wouldn't do that mini Nike check, that baby Nike check on the toe. But again, I think that's a 50-50 thing. And obviously that's a preference thing. Like some people like that though. He's still going for that, I guess you can tell he rode in them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think the price tag on them is $160 for retail, and they're coming out next week, right? They're anticipated next week, so that'll be very interesting. Devon says, that tells me those Nigels are going to go around $250 to $275. Probably. I'll say $250, $270. Yeah, that's a good number. I mean, to be honest, we just got to wait for the drop. I feel like if you're going to be paying extra for them at like a sneaker hunt, you just want them early. Me, man, I don't know why. I never get excited I do get excited if I can get the shoe early for a retail price, but I'm never that excited to buy the shoe early for, even if it's an extra 50 spot. I'm like, dog. Especially in today's time, I'm like, no. Just wait. That joint's coming out next week. I'm good. Be patient, then pick your poison, if y'all notice, I ain't did too many resale pickups this year. Maybe like 2. If I had to guess, two at best. I want to say 2, maybe 2. Yeah, that I can think of. It could be more. but it's no more. It's all on one hand, I'm sure. And you think about this. This is the 8th month of this year, man. If you think about it, after this, it ain't nothing. We just winding down for the year now, because then it's 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we getting there, man. We over the hump. Let's see. Slayer says sneaker hype will always be there if the shoes is really dope, regardless of the economy. This is true. This is true. We've showed that because those undefeateds, we showed up. Everybody showed up. People that wasn't even speaking or talking, you know what I mean, about sneakers or paying attention, or people that stepped away from sneakers started hitting me up. You know, obviously it's an iconic shoe. You know, so yeah, you're right. If the sneaker right, we there every night. Hype or not, you know what I'm saying? If the sneaker is right, the hype, and we gonna be there every night. Point blank, period. Devon says, I'm surprised people were copping them early at SneakerCon. I would have waited. That's me. Yeah, I mean, it's probably an age thing, too, if I had to guess. I hate to play that factor. Some people really don't have the patience. Some people really want their stuff early. There's some people that so diehard sneakerheads that, yeah, they want their stuff as soon as they can get it. They don't mind paying extra. You know what I'm saying? They live for it. I live for it, but there's some people that's going to live a little bit deeper than you. Pause. But let me share my screen here on the Container Store filing for bankruptcy, and then kind of how the store exit bankruptcy. I'm going to cover that story. Then we'll transition on to the tariff talks with the footwear sales dipping, and we'll close out with Ralph Lauren real quick, man. Appreciate the update on that for sure, Devon. But let me share my screen here. Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen. And let's see real quick. Says the Container Store is filing for bankruptcy. Now, this is the previous. I'm going backwards on purpose. I'll go to the updated one right after this because you see I got it in the next tab. It says, here's what will happen. It's to stores, and this is posted December 23 of 2024. So think about this. I'm late to the party because I don't know how the hell I missed this one. But then again, it's the Container Store. It's not sneaker stuff. But we, as a person who's invested a lot of money into the Container Store, and, you know, I got over 100 pairs of shoes, and that means there's 100 crates back there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that stuff, while it doesn't seem like much per container, but when you add up the list, you know, yeah, my sneaker crates add up. A lot of people don't buy them because they're like, they look at how much money is about to cost for how many sneakers they got. I'm not saying they ain't got it, but they're like, damn, that really breaks down. Like, I really have spent a lot of money on sneakers. You know what I mean? I still kind of miss the old days, off mode, but on mode, where people literally didn't buy the Container Stores. You could just see all their damn shoe boxes stacked up in the back all over the place, about to tumble all over because some boxes are heavier than others. You know what I mean? That was me, man. In fact, if you pull up to my closet, you'd be like, God damn. But it's not so bad when you don't have the shoes to weigh it down now. You know? It's definitely still keeping my boxes, though. Where we at? Let's see, Devon says, today you can hit stuff for retail easily if you try. Most definitely. Most definitely. If you put in the footwork, that's the word of the day, footwork. If you put in the footwork, you can cop. For the most part, there's still going to be some tough times too, but majority, right, you should be able to cop with a little bit of footwork. It says, I do think Nigels will go down in price because people are caught up on the Awake Air Jordan 5 hype. Yeah, we was talking about that in the Discord as well. I'm not, but then again, people have been. If they're talking about it, they're talking about it, so we'll see. Let me read this article real quick. It says, the Container Store said late Sunday that it's filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection after years of loss and declining sales. The retailer, known for selling storage and organizational products, said that its stores and online operations will remain open while it goes through the bankruptcy process. Customers' deposits and orders will continue to be honored. The Container Store has more than 100 locations in the U.S. Ironically, I know for a fact we got 3 here that I can think off the top of my head, and there's probably even more here, but it's 3 here I know of. The Container Store woes come during what's been a tough year for some brick and mortar retailers, which has seen store closures spike almost 70% this year. Through November, about 45 retailers have filed for bankruptcy protection in 2024 compared to the 25 retail bankruptcies for all of 2023, according to the recent Co-Site report. Some retailers have struggled to attract inflation-weary customers who are cutting back and becoming more choosy and searching for sales and deals. The Container Store has posted losses for each of its last 2 fiscal years, while sales have plunged into 23% over the time. The company said Sunday that it has negotiated and solicited support from a prepackaged plan for the reorganization and aspects for the entire process to keep less than 35 to take less than 35 days. It says the Container Store is here to stay. Our strategy is sound, and we believe the steps we are taking today will allow us to continue to advance our business, deepen customer relationships, expand our reach, and strengthen our capabilities. The Container Store CEO, Stash Maharaj, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, said in the statement, the bankruptcy doesn't include the EFA business in Sweden, according to the statement. So yeah, if you do kind of look up the Container Store, you're going to see EFA all over that joint. So yeah, this is what they did. They filed for bankruptcy right here. And pretty much this is that one. Now the updated one that kind of brought me here, this one is from January 2025. Says the Container Store exit bankruptcy. So I guess they wasn't kidding when they said they gonna bounce back, and they did. Because ironically, one of the stores in my area, I want to say it's new. I want to say we had one in the area, but they moved it and remodeled the jank. So I mean, obviously they getting some bags and some moolah somewhere, because some tells me that's not cheap. So it said the Container Store exit bankruptcy. The retailer used Chapter 11 to shed nearly $88 million in debt away, going forward as a privately held company owned by its lenders. Interesting. Wow, how the hell they get $88 million? You know what I mean? Here's a debrief of the joint real quick. It says the Container Store on Tuesday announced it exit Chapter 11 bankruptcy, shedding $88 million in debt. The Container Store is now a privately held company owned by its lenders, and according to the press release, it says through the restructuring process, the retailer's refinanced its short-term debt, accessed $40 million in new financing, and added $40 million to its assets-backed lending facilities. So they did something right. Homie knew what he had to do. He just needed the bankruptcy to, get him through it, from what I got from it, right? It says the Container Store exit bankruptcy with its footprint largely intact after announcing the closure of just 2 stores, which a spokesperson said were normal course closures. The retailer filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in December. This is a new chapter in our journey as a healthier company, as well positioned to drive the strategic growth incentives forward, CEO Stash Mahara said in a Tuesday statement. With our restructuring process now behind us, we had renewed energy and excitement to deliver for our customers. It says a general downturn in customers' discretionary spending hurt the Container Store. I mean, the thing is, people had to, again, this is before we even we knew we was finna face some hard times. Ironically, right, and I'm gonna say this too, and I'll probably say this again through the live, right? Right before I went live, I was like, talking or whatever to some friends, and they were like, yo, I miss the times where back in the day, we didn't know how good we had it, right? Pay attention to this joint, right? They was like, yo, I miss back in the day where a 20 spot could fill up your gas tank to your car. You had the $5 footlong subs at Subway, pause, Walmart in my area where I grew up from was 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And you could get the 99-cent like Mac chicken sandwich. You get the dollar menu. We had that jank. But now none of that's a thing. I said pause. I totally said pause. Long Beach. I totally said that. But yeah, those were simpler times. We didn't know how good we got it, man. You $40 back then, that's a great weekend back then. Now $40 is hell, be happy if that's just if you can do that in a day. I mean, just do something with that. I mean, it may get you in the dough, but then what? You know what I mean? At best. It says, where we at real quick, it says, a general downturn, and we read that part, which primary owner offers home organization products. After facing declining sales, the retailer in May began exploring strategic alternatives. The company in October announced a deal with Beyond Incorporated, the parent company of Bed Bath & Beyond and Overstock, which I do like to get my candles from Bed Bath & Beyond. As y'all can see, I always kind of have one here burning back here in the background. Hopefully I got the little boink, boom, there you go. Yeah, I always like to have one burning in the background, dog. I mean, it's just my vibes. You know, I feel like it's calming, you know, and just helps keep the crib smelling good. But it says that would see it invest $40 million in the Container Store. The deal ultimately fell apart, however, after the Container Store was unable to amend its borrowing terms with its lenders. Says looking ahead, driving growth within the Container Store brick and mortar stores will be key, according to Kasia Sahaska. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. A director and analyst at the Garter says many retailers who want to win in 2025 must figure out how to digitally market and increase the profitability of their physical footprints, because brick and mortar stores are still the preferred destination for many customers to transact, he said in an email. I think this is too, but COVID also forces us to become a lot of more digital shoppers too. Us as sneakers have been doing it slowly but surely anyway, but to be honest, if you like what type of person I am, we can relate this to sneakers. If you think about it, like, cool, I like when I hit on sneakers, but I don't think I've hit on one single sneaker in sneakers this year. And cause not only because the ones I went for I didn't hit, but because I was able to get them at a brick and mortar. Like I could pull up to Foot Locker and go get them physically in hand, or I can go to DTLR, right? Okay, and get your kicks, and you don't really, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, right? Cool. This is the thing with the problem with the online joint, while the brick and mortar I feel like still could exist and gonna do well, right? Think about this. What's better, right? This is a question for you all, and I answer this as well. What is better for a sneaker drop, right? Is it cool? I found out I hit the day before, and I go get to pick them up tomorrow, and I can wear them out the store if I want to. You just got to pay your taxes if it's applicable in your area or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the problem with the online option. You're not always finna get free shipping, right? Let's case in point. We'll use the undefeated fours. Shipping was $15 on that thing, and you still gotta pay tax. But that's different though, because versus the people who did wait in line and did get their pairs physically. But that type of shoe probably wasn't the best example. But in general, right? Case in point, wouldn't it have been nice to have the option to get the Air Jordan 10 steals in person versus everybody hitting on sneakers and then you gotta wait? And yes, shipping is free on sneakers after a certain amount. However, right, and most shoes are free shipping. However, if you click on the shipping option, they do have it's hidden, but you can find it if you want 2-day shipping or next day shipping or what have you for an extra price. But it's there on certain drops. Now, it's not all drops, so just check, but I'm assuming everybody just was trying to hit, because I think the default is set to do free shipping, automatically unless something changes. Let's see. Long Beach says, it's better hitting online the day before. Exactly. Because the thing about this, that was a nice little tweak to the game, because now when you get there, you walking out with your sneakers. Hitting online and then having to wait, it has its pros and cons. Like for all the people that hit on those undefeateds, some people still waiting on shipping notification. I mean, we good. We got to order them. I mean, they got us. But hell, and I'm not even going to speak it in existence what could possibly happen with online orders. I'll take it back to another one where the digital issue ran up. I remember what they dropped? They dropped the Rare Air 4s by accident on who was it? I think it was like Snipes or whatever. One of those little foot store joints. They doing their thing, but the Snipes joint. They had dropped them early. I want to say, fuck it. A cop went through, and then everybody's order got canceled because technically it wasn't supposed to drop until like Saturday. So I think they were probably loading them, and people just happened to notice it before they could set the right date of when they want that to actually drop. But think about that. Even still, it was shipping on that thing, and I still had to wait. Probably by the time. Think about this, because they dropped the Saturday after. So they dropped them Saturday a week early. My pair probably wouldn't have shipped out, if I'm lucky, by Monday, and I still would have probably not seen them until Friday or Saturday anyway, versus, hell, you might as well wait till the following week and just go get your pair in the store without the $15 shipping. Because $15 nowadays, hey, that's make or break of a nice lunch. You know what I'm saying? And that's barely, to be honest, because lunch ain't $15 no more. I remember when it used to be 10. You know, you get $10, you can eat lunch for $10, not anymore. You know, not a great one anyway, right? Or a filling one, right? Because what tastes good is subjective. Where we at real quick, it says, Gartner data from the May found that 73% of consumers plan to maintain or increase their frequency of in-store shopping for regular purchases. Again, buying, and that's the purpose of having a brick and mortar. You know what I mean? You're getting your stuff all right there. You're going home with it. You know, sometimes you literally need your stuff the next day, right? Or you need it that day. You know what I mean? If we had to order every damn thing, hell, and the way stuff would get backed up, hell, because I don't mean that estimated date, hell. I've seen stuff take a minute to get to me, too. It says retailers looking to differentiate their own omni-channel experiences must go beyond offering BOPIS and discounting to make the in-store experience more enticing. It says the service experience convenient. Sasha said this is including marketing differentiated and store value added services, not just offering them. So again, yeah, they want basically the experience, but they want them to pretty much shopping experience that a lot of, I notice retailers and stuff like that use those type of terms, right? But let's go ahead and transition on to pretty much the footwear sales dip in the first half of 2025. And it says, but sneakers continue to drive growth. Why do we think sneakers continue to drive growth? I know the word here we're probably going to run to on this article. If I'm no betting man, if I had to guess, they're going to say innovation. But my thing is this, we still showing up for sneakers, but hell, we not buying every damn sneaker. Case in point, right? We showed up for the undefeated fours, right? Check, right? Those sold out, no problem. Resale, up there, you know? Now, if you think about that, if you compare it to some shoes that didn't sell, right? And I'm going to use a great example, right? What company you know that's combined with Nike that has been dropping stuff, but I mean, literally, I never thought I'd see the day this collaboration brand hit outlets. And that's right, if you guessed it, I'm talking my year. No shade or no like flack or anything against them, but this my thing with this, right? They may be on the up on the numbers on the paper side, but in the sneaker community, I'm like, dog, y'all ain't really had a, you know, the last sneaker I copped from them was what? Those black threes, black on my year threes, if I'm not mistaken. And then, you know, I got the fives, I got the ones, and then I know what y'all saying, well, they got you, dog. Now that I think about it, I got way more on my year sneakers than what I thought. I got on my year Air Force Ones, I got on my year Jordan 1, I got the threes, and there's three different threes because there's that blue joint, there's the regular joint from 2020, and then they did the black joint. That's 5 that I'm thinking off the top of my head. And then I have the on my year 5, the black joint. That's 6. But they still have dropped a lot of shoes that I skipped on, to be fair. Like the Air Maxes, the recent Air Force Ones they did, the recent 5s they did. Some of their stuff has made it to outlets. And then remember those 12s where people did cop, but they didn't move how they expected them to move just because it was on my year. Eventually, your name only gets you so far. We get used to this stuff. So, again, that's why I was comparing, like, apples and oranges with it. You know what I'm saying? The right shoe that dropped, we going to show up. But on my year, we're thinking about it. I think, and we've been saying this time and time again, they got to bring something new to the channel to bring the growth back over there. And they definitely can do it. Because that last joint they just posted in the Discord, yeah, that was a 6. It looks like literally a Georgetown joint. Let me get through this article real quick. It says, U.S. footwear industry dollar sales were down 1% versus the same period last year, according to the Circana. Let's see. Sneakers continue to dominate the first half of 2025 despite an overall slowdown of footwear sales in the period. According to the new data from Circana, retailers tracking service, in the first half of 2025, U.S. footwear Industry dollar sales were down 1%, and units sold declined 2%, and average selling price grew 2% versus the same period last year. Circana said that the declines are so far this year were driven by the fashion and outdoor footwear categories. In contrast, the sports, lifestyle, and performance segments each grew across all three measurement dollar units and average price. Says by the category, sports, lifestyle, and athleisure sneakers remain the largest footwear segment, and growth in 3% in the first half of the year, with growth driven by running inspired styles, soccer/football, and cross training inspired remain strong in the segment, Circana added. So sneakers still moving, even though we seeing a lot of them sit, but that means like a lot of other people, this about where it's about shining at. You know what I mean? Because, hey, all I got from this is, hey, us sneakerheads, we really want the shoe. We find a way. Hey, man, we got to move this, do this. But especially what helps about us being sneakerheads, the shock drop stuff, it's cool, but it sucks too. But what's good about having a community like we have over here, Sold Out, shameless plug, or just the sneaker community in general, everybody's constantly on the loop or looking for like what's the next shoe. We keep an eye out on all the current sneakers, and so when we see that, in my head, I already be knowing kind of if you copping or not. Sometimes I change the spur of the moment, but I can start budgeting accordingly, is what I like to call it, right? All right, if this joint dropping in August, I try to take my L's, like I try to hold back my coins on what I really want to buy sometimes for future purchases. And it don't always happen, but because sometimes I do get it where I wasn't ready, and then I said, damn, I'm just have to bite that one whenever, I'm gonna have to stretch this, you know what I'm saying? I've been stretching the dollars, man. That's all I've been saying. That's all I'm trying to say. Real quick, it says, by category, we read that part. I think we read that one. It says, at largest segment grew. I said, yeah, by category, sports, lifestyle, and leisure. I think I read that one already. Let me keep going real quick. It says, in this performance space, running and cross-training were stands out, with dollar sales up 7% and 9%, respectively. Pluses, walking shoes, dollar, and unit sales each rose double digits. So a lot of people, and then you got to think about this too, in the summertime and stuff like this, when it's warm back up, people are more back outside. Some people are outdoorsy people, Some people like to be walking out, especially if you hit the city here, with the daylight still being out, and we got more, it's not daylight savings time yet. I think we still, people are trying to be out and about, because we've been having some not so bad weather, man. It says, on the flip side, the fashion shoe category continued to slide, with sales dropping 6%, and based on dollar driven by softness in the seasonal categories. However, Circana stated that there were pockets of growth in the fashion styles stemming from some smaller segments, such as a higher shaft boots, boat shoes, flats, and ballerinas. Sales of pumps were up also, as unit growth more than upsets the price declines. It says, but Ronstein, sometimes accessories advisors at Circana, said that the statement that the consumers are continuing to focus on their footwear must-haves this year. Exactly. That's us. I hate to say it. That's us. They're focusing on like, hey, what we copping this year. Some people ain't doing the like, why not type of cops right now. You know what I'm saying? There's still those people out there that are just saying it's not, hey, we only copping what we consider the top dogs, It says sneakers are driving much of the growth, along with a handful of fashion styles that offer both newness and versatility, Goldstein said. It says the average price increases we're seeing so far are largely due to the shift in the product mix, with higher prices brands and items gaining market share. However, as we move through back to school, the holiday seasons, rises in prices may begin test the limits of customers' wallet, making the value even more critical factor as they prioritize their footwear purchases. So yeah, they're saying people are going to be definitely more selective too, man, if you think about that. And you think back to school, everybody's kind of doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to sit up here and say that, hey, we aren't gonna see increases now because hell, back to school, you know how many kids some people got? Like, and I know a lot of people that love to churn, but anybody and everybody I know that say like that stuff add up real quickly. You know what I'm saying? If you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Think about it, if you got multiple kids, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, back to school is about to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? It says the data comes as footwear prices largely remain lower of the year, but are expected to climb later in 2025 due to the tariff pressures. So again, I knew for a fact that I was going to be bringing up tariffs because you cannot talk this stuff without like kind of having that tariff talk, you know, because that's kind of what's going to hurt people's wallets because everybody said, you know, what was thrown out there, right? Let's just keep it 100 with this whole tariff thing, right? What was thrown out there was, hey, we're raising the tariffs and the companies are going to pay for them, you know? Yeah, they are, right? Because they still need the product. But then what do you think? What did he think, right? Or what? Whoever said that, right? What did they think with, okay, cool, if the companies are going to be forced to pay those tariffs, then who do you think, what are the companies going to do? You think they're going to keep their prices the same? No. So they're forced, right, to raise their prices so they can get what they were originally trying to get to begin with. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is this, I get what they were originally thinking. Like, the companies can afford this. It is what it is. But at the same time, you never know. Some of these companies, while they're probably good financially, but all that stuff, like their net worth and what they're getting, while they have all that, it don't mean that's if it all sells, you know, like you got to think about this. That's that's what it's called whenever they say like their net worth. That don't mean how much physical cash dollars they have right there sitting in front of them behind some bolt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they got some bangers in the bank, but you know, they got properties and stuff like that. It makes the net worth go up there like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Where are we at real quick? Let me keep reading through this. It says, let's see. The data comes from the footwear prices largely remain red. That part says in June, retail footwear prices dipped 0.6% and the smallest decline in the last 4 months. The Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America said this comes as prices were mixed across each target market. The prior month, men's footwear prices grew 0.2% and the first increase also in 4 months, but women and children prices both declined 1.1% from the same time last year. Gary Rhines, chief in economics at FDRA, told Foot News that June's declines peg year-to-date footwear prices modestly lower from the same first half of the last year. Says, but we note up to the supply chain average duties per pair on footwear imports are surging. Rain said, this is sharply higher duties soon may push the average land cost of footwear imports sharply higher, which in turn may pressure retail footwear prices to climb later this year. So they're saying that we could possibly see some more increases on shoe prices. I don't think we need to see any more over here at Nike, dog. Y'all, and my thing is, I get what they were probably thinking, like these companies got it, they're already charging too much for their product anyway. But, because think about it, if they were paying next to nothing to get it over here, or definitely paying something, they were paying tariffs, but obviously nowhere near on this much high taxing, right? Yeah, they were like, you know, we got this, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody already knows the reason why stuff is made. If you think about it, majority of our stuff comes from, you know, other places. And even if you think about this, right? Well, even if we got American, you know, funded like businesses building everything is made in America type of thing, that's cool. But where do you think they get some of the products from still to make it over here? You know, some of them ship all that stuff and then do it themselves. You know what I mean? They're still going to hit it. They're still going to feel it too. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you slice it and dice it. That's why I said really it's a deal that needs to be had with this whole tariff thing. I just, you know, I'm not the guy in the seat to making the shots. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm going to read this whole joint because this one is pretty much for Under Armour and Allbirds rattle shoe investors. So this is pretty much saying they are and I'm just gonna cover just a little bit of this one because I'm gonna also touch on the Ralph Lauren joint for like the last like 5 minutes. Says the CEO of the Under Armour, Allbirds, and Crocs, all of which posted earnings this week, each expected lower revenues in upcoming quarters due to tariffs. So again, that's the word, tariffs. For the people who do rock Under Armour, case in point, I'm gonna say this, believe it or not, I remember some young bucks was feeling the Steph Curry joints. You know what I'm saying? And Steph Curry, to the best of my knowledge, he's with Under Armour, right? Yeah, so I mean that goes to show you, you know what I'm saying? They still got it ain't just Nike. Everybody's kind of getting the hit. It says some shoe investors are heading for hills over the worries connected to the lower end earnings guidance from Under Armour, Airbirds, and Crocs after the 3 post-earnings results this week. Under Armour Incorporated first quarter reported at Friday sent shares down 17.2% in the mid-afternoon trading of 1.8 to 5.19 after the company founder, president and CEO Kevin A. Plank said the expectations is an additional 100 million in added costs from tariffs and an amount that will make a turnaround efforts that much harder. Says the net loss was 3 million on a 4% revenue decline to 1.1 billion. Footwear sales were down 14% to 266 million, while apparel sales decreased 1% and 747 million. Looking ahead to the second quarter, the company projected a revenue decline of 6 to 7% and earnings per share between 1 cent and 2 cents, a drop from the analysts' expectation of the 26 cents. So, yeah, if you think about this, and I'm just going to leave it probably right here at this joint, all their stuff kind of just slowly went down on their, I guess, investors, right? Okay, because a lot of these companies, again, even Nike has investors, and if the investors are backing down, that could come across from, that can affect the company easily. You know what I'm saying? Says the Plank told the investors on the company's conference call that all the companies is undertaking a bold reinvention of the brand. So looks like they're gonna have to do, I guess, what Nike likes to call innovation. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking shots at them, but I don't know who really, other than a few people in the gym, I don't really know who. Now, there are some people who are gym heads that all they buy is Under Armour stuff. You can tell, like, I'm in the gym, but you can tell, like, my gym clothes, they look like regular, like, damn, that's just some shit he don't want no more that he working out in because he don't care what happened to it. But if you look at some people joint, they be in the spandex. I'm talking the guys or the girls, they be in the spandex joint. And I'm like, how y'all? And I tried one of them like workout shirts that's real tight like that too. I hated it. I freaking hated it. Like my skin was rubbing against it. I didn't like it. I mean, I guess it's something you just got to get used to. And those things are hard to keep clean. That's all I'm going to say, and I'll leave it right there. I was not the guy you wanted to be around in the gym, which I'd already got it talking to from somebody on the side when I didn't even wear the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I really be going in there, that's all. Where we at real quick? Slayer says, some people wear designer stuff for workouts, shaking my head. I seen it where I think Fabulous was doing that or whatever, but I mean, it was kind of, I don't know. I feel like you'll mess the joint up. You know what I mean? Because that stuff I mess up my gym clothes. That's the point I'm wearing them. I'm expecting them to get messed up. Says nothing wrong with a tank top and shorts. I don't even really do a tank top. I do some people tank top. Like speaking of that, right? The guys specifically. You seen the mugs that had a tank tops that have it be so stretched open where you can damn near see their stomach, bro, because they really that shredded. And I'm like, dog, you don't have to shred the shirt that much to see all that. I haven't seen it often, but if you see Planet Fitness, that's like what their little logo is. Stop being a lug. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, and I don't like Planet Fitness. You can't do nothing in there. Like, you can't make no noise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said, you ain't lying. I swear to God. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I hate them mother truckers when they do that shit too, because I'm like, dog, you know what you doing. And then and bandana on and shit. Like, dog, I get it. You working out. But damn, I swear to God. I'm sorry. Hey, let me get on this Ralph Lauren story real quick, and then we'll wrap this joint up. We'll talk upcoming sneaker releases, but some people be doing too much at the gym, dog. It says Ralph Lauren raises outlook at the quarter one profits climb 30.7%. But the CEO, Patrice Lovett, told WWD that tariffs could make the retail world tickler narrative in the second half. There is that term again, real quick, and I'm glad they don't have the whole story because we don't even need to read it all the way anyway. But as you can see, dog, literally, like as you can see, as they're seeing stuff, more sales, they're already anticipating the tariffs finna kick in. Long story short, if we talk about this, if it's hitting Under Armour, it's hitting Ralph Lauren, it's hitting everybody. I just want to know what's the end goal. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of doing this? You know what I mean? Who are we trying to do? What's the overall goal? I feel like we've been feeling the tariff hit so much and the price increases. Hell, I don't know about y'all, but I missed the point of why we started doing this ish in the first place. You know what I mean? We couldn't have done it any other way. You know what I mean? Because now, hell, and stuff like Ralph Lauren, and I'm not picking on them. Their stuff is already overpriced too, just like Nike's, and probably Under Armour stuff as well for what they get it. And they're thinking, well, hell, you getting it for a little or nothing over here, quote unquote, for compared to what you're selling it for. And hell, your company's worth this, you can afford it. You know, but hell, you don't know how they books look. I've heard of it so many times, and I'm not even going to any particular company at all. The hell, yeah, they worth a lot of money, but the books, the finance keeping in the books, hell, they don't know what the hell going on. They just paying bill at the bill at the bill at the bill. Kind of makes me think of, and no shade here, one of the former, or I guess, I don't even know if the motherfucker's still open or not now, one of the big sneaker reselling stores, Urban Necessities. You know, the guy said he owned the damn store. Before you know it, he got tricked out the store. You know what I mean? He got tricked out of his position. You know what I mean? Like, holy, and that allegedly, that's a story allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so go out and say, like, yeah, some of these companies doing great and know how the books where they need to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a good financial guy or girl or personnel, because the thing is, you have to make sure it's lotted right and doing the math, and they're depending on you to do that. Because hell, mismanaging money is another way really you could just fuck up the whole damn gig. You know, no matter how you slice it and dice it, we can just call a spade what it is. And I'm not saying any of these companies are doing that, but again, I know that the backbone of a company is definitely its financial department. You know, everybody wants to get paid. I noticed the people at the top, though, the CEOs, man, they got, I'm not saying they don't work hard, but they probably do, because that's why they probably can start these businesses and stuff like that. But man, the way they live, dog, it's crazy, man. And you wouldn't even know who some of them are. You're probably bumping them to them each and every day, dog. I swear to God. I definitely seen that recently too, where I bumped into like a CEO, and like, dude was like, I know why he happy all the time, and I'll leave it right there. You could tell he was in a good mood. But let's talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases, and then we'll wrap this thing up here for the night. Pretty much, I did have the back to school tab up here. I guess this is for the kiddos. I guess this is the Nike sneakers back to school deals, top 5 sneakers to grab on sale. So again, I just want to run through that, see what that is. They got the Air Jordan 3 Pure Moneys on here. Looks like they got them on sale on sneakers. That's got one. Making sure I ain't skip one up here. So yeah, we know what the Air Jordan 3 Pure Moneys are, I'm sure. Let me see if it'll show a picture up here if I just do it on the side right here. This is the Pure Money joints right here. If you're looking for them, a good back to school joint for the kiddos, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, because let's just keep it 100. Some kids ain't rocking kid school, grade school, bro. But yeah, that's the Air Jordan 3 right there. Let's see, the mid USAs. I don't know about these. Y'all can about keep these. It's nice of them to have the actual Nike link up here. So they had this Air Jordan 1 mid that came up. But I mean, again, the kids do wear the mids. They do wear the mids. But that's an Air Jordan 1 mid right there. But that's a Pure Money joint. So this is what this is right here. So this is for the kiddos. It's kind of like the Nike Dunk Low Panda. I noticed Damn, I was putting the shoe on here, but you think about that, the Pandas. Let's see if are they still available because they are at a lot of the foot stores too, man. Yeah, these are still available. Remember when this shoe was going for 400? Hell no, I ain't getting you no 400 for that. And then let's see, we're gonna keep the party going. Nike Flex Control. That one I don't even know what the hell is. I guess for the gym, for the kids, they needed some, a little. They got PE. You know what I'm saying? They got PE, physical education. Probably a good shoe. And then they got the Air Jordan 3 Rare. These are still available. Y'all did these dirty, dog. Y'all wrong. Y'all did these dirty. Because this is a good ass shoe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did the foes dirty. But this is my thing. Mark my words. In 2 weeks, 2 more lives, right? I'm going to speak it in now. Like, not next week, but week after next. We going to start seeing them Rare Air 4s slowly disappear. I'm telling you. That one, because they didn't do this whole, like, I'm not a fan of the flip of the Nike check. They should have kept in the same direction. However, yeah, the foes don't got that. The foes hit different. I always said that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the 3s. Got that joint. But yeah, so pretty much it's like a top 5. Not a bad lineup. And then I think anything else upcoming sneaker releases. Let's see if anything's loaded up on sneakers at real quick. I got my phone down here. Let's see. Sneakers. Let's see. Devon says those Rare Air 4s going to be gone by September. That's a fact. I agree. We did have those denim joints, the girl joints that dropped today, those warm blue joints. Yeah, I see why they're still available. Next week we do have the French Blue 12s. Yeah. I don't know. I think my pair is still good. You know what I'm saying? And then pretty much we do have that Nike SB Air Max 95 dropping. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna cop that joint. Let me put myself back on the main screen. Cause the whole Stevie Williams thing, I will say, doesn't sit right with me. And I know Stevie really was kind of out of pocket. Because he didn't go about it professionally, but still, I get the message that he was trying to parlay, you know what I mean? Put out there, you know? So, I don't know how I really feel about those. Overall, though, looking at the shoe is not bad. I wouldn't mind having it being another color, but to be honest, I'd rather just hold out for the neon jinx. And then we do have the shattered backboards coming towards the end of the month as well. That's going to be another big one, whether people realize it or not. To be honest, dog, it's gonna sell out. I was gonna say if the shattered backboards sit, I'm really gonna be like the culture is done. I'll come and say like sneaker, I don't know, cause I don't think I'm gonna cop a pair, but then I know I get excited too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and I barely wear my shatters now, so I'm probably gonna thug it out, cause I feel like my pair quality wise is better too. Let's see, Devon says those Rare Air 4s, going to reread that part, says those denim 4s aren't that bad. I mean, if you got a daughter, or like if I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like for the kids who got daughters and stuff like that, I feel like it is a good back to school shoe for the girls. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? Like you send your daughter back to school, that's drip. You know what I'm saying? I think so. Let's see, he says them denim 4s would be a good sneaker to customize. Yeah, you can do that too. But I was thinking more so that was a bit easy grade school slinger. You know what I'm saying? Easy. He says, I think it's going to sit. Yeah, I don't think it's going to move like that. I probably wouldn't be surprised to see if they hit outlets, though, just to keep it real about it. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it goes. Again, like I said at the beginning of the live, everybody, before I get up out of here, just keep patient on your undefeateds. I know they're still steadily probably shipping stuff out. I haven't got my notification to the best of my knowledge. Shit, let me double check here while I'm on here. But I don't think I've gotten my note. I got my notification that I got them joints, but hell, I haven't seen any shipping update or anything. So I just come with the game. So I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm pretty sure by next week we'll probably see more and more stuff rolled out. But other than that, I've been on this joint for an hour and 4 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always and being active in the chat, man. This was definitely a good one. I'll definitely be back live again on Monday with another Music Monday. But until then, man, this is sold out. Definitely smash that like button if y'all didn't. Definitely sub up if you haven't done so already. Sign up for the Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Where, of course, we're going to continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section. You name it, man. We covering all the major topics over there, and it's pretty much a cool and chill vibe. So if you haven't signed up, definitely sign up for sure, man. Other than that, yeah, that's my time, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up. My name is Jeremy Jones. Y'all know I make content about sneakers, and I'm out, and I'll see you guys again on Monday. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December.